Kamala Harris is gearing up for a recount. Well, actually, I don't think that's true, but the headlines are that Kamala Harris is accepting donations for a recount. There is a tab on her website. If you go to her website, you can find the tab to donate, and it says that some of those funds will be used to request a recount. Now, I'm not sure, and I don't think that this article that's linked in the description says at all when this tab or when this phrase appeared talking about a recount. I think that it was more along the lines of it was put there originally in case of a very close race, then they would have funding to demand a recount. They are still accepting donations though, so the fact that they're accepting donations tells me they may be using it for one of two things. One, Kamala's $20 million in debt. Her campaign is. She raised $1 billion and spent $1 billion and $20 million. And so she needs to pay that off somehow. Part of that would be, the $10 million she paid to Beyonce to go and speak for 5 minutes. All of the entertainers that she had come speak for her, she obviously had to pay them a large sum of money. Beyond that, I think that another reason that she might be after this money is for recounts for the House seats, particularly in Pennsylvania. I could see this being a thing. The race with McCormick was very, very close, and I think that they may demand a recount. Now, in Pennsylvania, if the race is not within 5,000 votes, then the state doesn't do a recount, and the candidates have to pay for it. Is my understanding. That's the way I understand it at any rate. And this may be true in other states as well, where the House and Senate races were close. So what I believe is that Kamala is probably still continuing to accept these donations, and they're going to look at the possibility of recounting these House and Senate seats. Meanwhile, if that doesn't work out and there's no chance of them, winning those on a recount, that money will probably go toward paying off her debt that she accrued, or that her campaign accrued. That's also, there are a couple of outstanding lawsuits against the Kamala campaign for defamation and misuse of funds and things like that. I don't think those will go anywhere. I don't think anything's going to happen with them, but it is nice to have a legal defense fund. So people that are still donating to Kamala, sadly for them, most of them think that the election was stolen by Trump and Elon, so they're donating in hopes of Kamala becoming president. Whereas the most likely scenario is that there will not be a recount for president, but there may be recounts in House and Senate races, and Kamala is probably just going to use their money to pay off her debt. That's about all.